our sons of bitches.
Thanks for tuning into Heavy, where we bring you the latest interviews with local, national and international artists. Today's victim is...
I'm Matty. Yeah, I'm Sam. We're from Tetrament. Look out for our single Lifeless being released on Friday through Heavy Mag. You might have heard it a couple of times on 4ZZZ over the last couple of Sundays. Yeah, keep an eye out.
Beautiful, guys. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, pleasure.
So Tetrament will release your debut single Lifeless officially this Friday, August 19th via Heavy at 8 a.m. So tell us about the song musically and what you were going for with it.
Mate, basically, it was, I mean, we had a couple of choices of songs which to go for when it came to our first release, and we thought we'd go with something short and heavy to kick the door in. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, I had the lyrics sitting there. Sammy played a riff that blew my tits off when I first heard it, and we kind of just mashed them together and came out with what we felt was pretty banging track. So yeah, there's not so much of a mammoth, it's a quicker one, so I don't know, we just thought it was a good starting point.
Kind of like a train derailing.
The best parts of it.
Yeah.
So lyrically, the song focuses on your dislike of organized religion. So can you elaborate on that a bit for us?
Yes, that is correct. Yeah. I grew up through Christian schools and all that sort of stuff. You know, grew up really kind of believing that thing. And then I don't know, just throughout my life, I've seen so much, whether it be through the media or, you know, just worldwide, that it's just kind of, yeah, I don't know. I have a healthy distaste for it. It's such a well-oiled machine, and I feel like it's been the basis of almost all of the world's problems, you know, throughout history. So that's kind of where the track takes most of its substance from lyrically. Yeah.
And tell us about the film clip that goes with it too, mate. She's a monster-looking piece.
So both me and Sammy's brother-in-law, but I've known our mate Jeff since I was in, I think, year 2, and he's got a property and he had an old goat shed that's dilapidated or caving in or whatever. And Sammy called me up one day and goes, "Man, you have to see this thing," and sent me a video of the inside of this thing, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, we barely had to do any kind of prep work in it. The room already looked like that. Like the dresser was already in there with the writing on it. Just had the couple of blood splashes around the place and
a couple of axe holes in the walls.
Yeah. Looks like it was a lot of fun to make.
Yeah, man, absolutely. We had a ball, man. Like with Alex Nelson of Emerge Creative. Man, he's a wizard. We showed him the location and he just went, "Yeah, dude, this is going to be sick." So brought his lighting and brought his helper along and
bit of smoke,
and yeah, man, it came together real easy. It was great fun. We had a ball.
And you mentioned Alex Nelson, who shot the video, who's also in Awakened Time. So what did he bring to the process for you?
There's going to be more of a storyline, I think, to our next film clip. With this one, he just kind of brought the expertise more than anything. I mean, we just had a pretty simple narrative that we wanted to kind of run with, which was to build a cross, nail it to the roof, make it look like a dilapidated church, kind of, somewhere between a church and a dungeon.
Yeah.
Which we spent that morning doing. Alex just rocked up with his with a truckload of professionalism and made it all happen. We had no idea what we were doing, basically, when it came to that sort of thing. So he just guided us through what had to be done, and the result is the film clip. So I mean, if you like it, that's very much him, I think.
The track was mixed and mastered by Clint Vincent from Dead Letter Circus as well. So what things did he do to help out?
You talk about it, Sammy. You're the sound man. You've got the ear.
Yeah, Yeah, he basically just helped us get towards the direction. It's kind of hard to you know, get what's in my head out to people at times. So we actually recorded the track with Chris Ross from Palpitation, and he done a great job recording us, and we flicked it over to Clint.
Just to tweak it, pretty much.
Yeah, just to tweak it. He reamped the guitars and just kind of got them where we were trying to get them. So yeah, love it.
Chris had it sounding awesome as it was, but we sent it over to Clint, and it just fattened the sound. It's I don't know, putting it on in my car on the way home from work when we got the master back from Clint and going, holy shit, that's massive. I think I'd just been listening to like Fit for an Autopsy, and I stuck it on. I had to turn my volume down because it just sounded huge. It was yeah, stoked with it, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, this is Tetrament's debut single. So you run us through briefly why you chose it, mate. But what sorts of things go through your mind when you're trying to choose a track to introduce the band to the world?
What's gonna make people go, you know, kind of come back looking for more, I suppose. Like we've got on our upcoming EP, there's another 3 songs are going to be on there, and like I said, we kind of picked Lifeless because, like I said, the location, I said to you in the email, the location that we chose to do the film clip was about to be demolished, and we're like, oh, we've got to get that done. So that kind of made the choice easier. But I mean, we had kind of already decided Lifeless because it's short, it's sweet, it's like a train wreck, you know what I mean? It's we didn't want to go to anything too long. We thought the short, sweet, kick the door off the hinges, and then introduce people to some of the longer stuff that's probably maybe a bit more substance to it.
Well, speaking of short and sweet, guys, we're going to leave that here now because we've got a bit of a release program for Tetrament. So you've got this single coming out on the 19th. We've also got another one coming out on November the 4th before the EP comes out on November the 11th. So we're going to save some stuff to talk about for them, guys. But in the meantime, this is a fucking cracker of a song, Lifeless. So I suggest everyone gets behind it and support your local metal.
Thank you very much, brother. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having us.
No worries, guys. Cracking song. We'll talk soon.